everybody, and welcome to Totally Trendy. You got this. In case you were wondering, that's there to remind you. I am going to play with something today that I have seen all across the internet for some time. I have even dabbled in it myself. One of the first Totally Trendy videos was me making an outfit out of hot glue. That is what we are going to be experimenting with today. Hot glue is seen all over the internet in various ways, shapes, and forms. A lot of DIY craft hack videos are filled with hot glue, just like, oh, you can make this out of hot glue, you can do this, you can use this as a hack. We have also seen the King of Random did a video about hot glue. I think he made a hot glue tree. There's another YouTuber, he made a sculpture out of hot glue, and that is what I'm going to do today. I'm gonna see if I can make a sculpture of myself out of hot glue. I'm gonna try and make a little action figure sculpture thing, and it's gotta look like me. So that is the trend that we are gonna be exploring today, is just this all-encompassing trend of hot glue. I have a little bit of a strategy as I'm thinking about like how I'm gonna do this, but let's move to the craft table. Okay, so I have one hot glue stick that's been heating up. I have a lot of hot glue. I think that this is gonna be enough. We shall see. What I'm gonna do is kind of make different pieces and then attach those together, because if we just like tried to do it almost as like a 3D pen, it wouldn't work. It doesn't dry instantly, and that's okay. I am gonna get some parchment paper just to do the pieces on that, and then we are gonna let's make the legs first. I'm like 70% legs, so that feels like a good place to start. The thing that I always find difficult with parchment paper is getting it to stay in place, because one would think that you would just take a piece of tape and stick it down. But the thing about parchment paper and why it's a thing is that you can't stick anything to it. We're just gonna commit to this anyways and hope that it kind of stays. I wanna make sure that this is as proportional as possible, like to itself. No, this is not gonna be life size. I would never try to do so. I want it to be a realistic size. Something that I can actually see standing up, like on its own. So first, let's just sketch out some leg pieces. Okay, so we got some legs, and I'm gonna do like shoes separately. I'm trying to think, I might do this, like the legs together, like as one piece. We'll see. Now that I have jeans, essentially, I'm just gonna do this bottom piece. I am gonna connect them, so let's just fill that in. I'm just gonna fill it in like one solid piece. It's hard to like get it all filled in together. The great thing about using hot glue is that like you can mold it with the tip of the gun too. Okay, we have our first leg piece. I am gonna use this as a template, and I'll probably do a few layers of these legs to make it really thick so it can stand. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and trace out all of the other pieces that I could need, and we'll go from there. Hello, first visitor of the video.
Hey.
Guess what I'm doing?
Well, those looks like a cat.
What? That looks like a cat?
You look so disappointed. It's pants.
It's pants. What could I potentially be making?
Pants.
Making pants out of hot glue? I am making myself out of hot glue. So I am making a Samantha little action figure.
Samantha Facchetti?
Yeah, that's not how you say my last name.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
But super cool,
you know,
though.
The internet, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
So feel free to visit me at any other point in the day today, because this is where I'll be.
Obviously I will. I do all the time.
Okay, bye. So now I have more of it traced, and you know how I was like saying I was gonna do it all in individual pieces? I think I'm just gonna actually do it all in individual layers, if that makes any sense. Because a lot of these pieces, as I was starting to trace it, I was like, okay, well, it's probably easier for me to trace it if I trace them like next to each other. But so I think I'm gonna like go ahead and just, oh, see what? Look at those legs. I don't know why that's so funny to me. So see, now I'm just gonna do essentially exactly what I did. Just like set those to the side, make another one. Here we go. I think I made the hands too small, because I was looking at it and I was like, when I put my hand on my leg, it like takes up a good bit of my leg. If I put this hand on that thigh, it would be like tiny. So I need to make the hands bigger. I think I'm going to separate this into pieces again. Right now I'm continuing to make all of the 2D pieces, if that makes any sense, because once I like connect all these together, sure, it will technically be 3D, but then there's going to be a lot more things that I have to add to it to make it look like well-rounded. That is what I'm still currently working on, is just making all these like base flat pieces. Hang in there. So I've stepped away from the project for 2 seconds just because it's a little tiring, but I am back and we've made progress. I have quite thick legs. I've done 2 tops thus far. The plan is to make it somewhat 2-dimensional, but then add 3D aspects to it. So I'm making it pretty thick. Now, the hands are proving to be very difficult to make with hot glue gun because they require such like delicate detail. This was my first attempt at a hand. Yeah, so that's like not really the hand I'm going for. I don't even know what that looks like. So I made a few thick pieces here, and these are all fingers, or hopefully they will look like that once this is more assembled. I really want to show all my coworkers in this video this and be like, hey, guess who got an action figure made of them? Or like made my own action figure. And they'll probably be thinking it'll look really sick, and then just show them one made out of hot glue. Like, I want that reaction. Guys, look at how good this little hand came out. High five. Now I just have to do it again. This is how it is looking so far. But it is the end of the day, so I am going to pick this up again tomorrow. It is a new day. I am back. I have my hot glue gun heated up. This is a longer process than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know why. I didn't think it was gonna take that long to make this little action figure of myself, but it's taken a long time. Yesterday, I made 3 layers of legs, 3 of the top as well. I have the head. I think I just need to start assembling and then kind of going from there so I get more of a realistic feel of how it's turning out. I've discovered a kind of clever way to smoothen out the edges. It's the best part about hot glue guns is that the tip gets very hot. So this is my neck, and I just ran the tip of the hot glue gun along the edges and it made it nice and smooth. So that is going to go like that, and then we're gonna fill it in. This is gonna be a long process. There are a lot of moments as I've been filming this thus far that I'm like, why am I doing this? This is one of those moments. But, you know, the internet loves hot glue. I don't know, hot glue is just a very satisfying thing to watch. I just added little feet. So yeah, as you can see, it looks kind of 2D, and then on the side it's like that open space. So that is what I'm gonna fill in once all of the 2D pieces are on. I have officially attached my head and hands and feet. Obviously, this is just kind of looking like a blob of a person right now, but what I'm gonna do before I add other pieces to it is I'm just gonna take the hot glue gun and like smoothen out all those edges and such. See, like so. I'm just gonna fill in all the creases and try and make it as smooth as possible before I then go in and like try and add hair and other things to make it more 3D. Okay, let me be very honest. This is my apology video. No, I'm kidding. To be very honest, I don't remember what the last video clip I recorded for this video was. This hot glue thing took a little bit longer than planned, but it is the next day after whatever that video clip was. Hey, I'm here again. I have finished the little action figure of myself made entirely out of hot glue. Here we are. If you're wondering what this lighting situation is, it's because Rose is standing behind the camera flipping my lamp around in a circle. But here we are. I really can't believe I like put the time into making this just to explore this hot glue situation. It was a fun time though. Happy I did it. So now here's the portion of the video where my coworkers make fun of me for how I spend my time.
Whoa, Zany! It's Sam!
That was great.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the fact that I made that entirely out of hot glue?
I don't like that it has a butt.
Yeah, I was like, okay, how 3D do I try to make this? I definitely look like I broke my back and like it's just my butt.
You also have like, have you ever seen The Predator?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have predator hair.
I don't know, I liked adding like certain 3D elements to it.
It's weird. It's honestly weird, yeah. People are gonna be like, oh my gosh, why you spend your time so wisely. Me personally, I just think it's just weird.
It's just weird, yeah. It was just a further level
for me to explore with the whole hot glue trend that everyone loves videos about, just like making weird things out of hot glue.
Okay, well, would you buy this in Target if you saw it with all the little Barbie dolls?
I think a better question, would you buy this?
No.
Okay.
But it was fun to make.
I A for effort, but also C for creepy.
That was good.